My girlfriend said, I need space, let's just be friends. I replied, sure. Then I removed her name from joint subscriptions, reclaimed her car keys, and changed our Netflix password. 72 hours later, she was knocking desperately on my door. I 32 male am sitting in a quiet apartment for the first time in 4 years. It's strange, not bad, just quiet. 2 nights ago, my girlfriend of 4 years, all 29, sat me down on the sofa. We picked out together. She had that look on her face, the one that's both serious and distant. My stomach dropped. I think we need to talk, she started. Cliché, I know. She went on for about 10 minutes talking about her personal growth, feeling stifled and needing to find herself. Again, it was a well-rehearsed speech, full of therapy speak and vague platitudes. The bottom line was delivered with a soft, almost pitying smile. I think we should just be friends. I need some space. I've seen this movie before. I've read the Ada posts. The classic move here is to get emotional, to plead, to ask what I did wrong. I felt the sting. Don't get me wrong, it felt like a punch to the gut. But looking at her, seeing the rehearsed sincerity, something in me just clicked into place. This wasn't a negotiation. It was a declaration. So I didn't cry. I didn't raise my voice. I just nodded slowly and said, okay, if that's what you want. She seemed taken aback. Oh, well, good. I'm glad you're being so mature about this. She said she'd stay at her friend Daniel's place for a few days to give us both some breathing room. She packed an overnight bag, gave me a quick awkward hug, and left. The moment the door clicked shut, I let out a breath. I didn't realize I was holding. The hurt was there, a dull ache in my chest, but underneath it was a strange sense of clarity. Friends, she wanted to be friends, okay, so I decided to treat the situation with the exact logistical reality she had proposed. We were friends now, not partners. Our lives, therefore, needed to be decoupled. I'm a methodical person. I like lists. I opened my laptop and made one. Shared subscriptions. I went through my credit card statements. The big ones were easy. Netflix, Spotify, family plan, the meal kit, delivery service we both loved. I have the master accounts for all of them. I changed the passwords. Then I went into the Spotify plan and removed her account. For the meal kit, I simply canceled the subscription. It was due to renew tomorrow anyway. Costs saved roughly $110 a month. The car, this was the big one. About 2 years ago, Ara's old car died. I just gotten a promotion, so I bought a new, reliable sedan. Car is entirely in my name. The title, the loan, the insurance, all me. She was the primary driver since I work from home and barely use it. It was for all intents and purposes her car in practice, but my car on paper. A friend does not drive a car that I am legally and financially responsible for. The insurance liability alone is a nightmare. I sent her a text, not angry, just factual. Me, hey, since we're taking space and figuring things out as friends, I'm going to need the car back. The insurance is a bit complicated. If a non-resident is the main driver, let me know when is a good time for me to get the keys. I can come to you. Apartment. We live in my apartment. My name is the only one on the lease. She moved in 2 years ago. There's no legal entanglement there, which is a relief. I didn't change the locks yet. I figured I'd give her a chance to get her things like a normal person. I did all of this calmly over the course of about an hour. It wasn't about revenge. It was about Boundaries, it was about accepting the new reality she had created for us. If we are just friends, then this is what being just friends looks like. The text about the car was sent about 48 hours ago. She read it, no reply. The meal kit service sent her an email saying the account was canceled. She would have discovered the Netflix and Spotify passwords didn't work the first time she tried. It's been radio silence and now there's a knock at the door, not a normal knock. It's fast and sharp. Insistent. I know it's her, and based on the sound of it, she's not here to be my friend. Update 1. Thank you for all the comments and DMs. It's wild how many people have been through something similar. It helps to know I'm not crazy for reacting the way I did. So the knocking, I took a deep breath, walked to the door and looked through the peephole. Yep, Balara. She looked frazzled. Her hair was messy and her face was pinched with irritation. I opened the door. What the hell is your problem? She started. Not even a hello. I leaned against the door frame. I'm not sure what you mean, Ara. My Spotify logged me out mid-song. Netflix won't work and you're demanding the car back. What are you doing? I kept my voice even. I'm doing what you asked. You said you wanted space, that you wanted to be friends. Friends don't share streaming accounts or pay for each other's cars. I'm just tidying things up. She stared at me, her mouth slightly open, as if I just started speaking a different language. Tidying things up, I said. I needed space, not that you should blow up our entire life. I needed that car for work tomorrow. I understand it's inconvenient, I said, and I genuinely did, but the car is my property and my liability. I can't have someone who doesn't live here be its primary driver. It's an insurance thing. You can get your stuff from the apartment whenever you'd like. Just give me a heads up so I can be here. This is where the entitlement really came out. My stuff. We live here and that's my car. You bought it for me. I bought it while we were in a committed relationship. I corrected her gently. That relationship is now over. According to you, we're friends. This is me treating you like a friend. She threw her hands up in the air. This is ridiculous. This isn't how you treat a friend. This is petty and vindictive. My God, Leo was right about you. Bingo. The name hung in the air. Leo, her work friend, the one she'd been having after-work drinks with a little too often for the past 2 months, the one whose name popped up on her phone at all hours. My gut had been screaming about Leo for weeks, but I pushed it down. I trusted her. I must have let a flicker of something show on my face because she immediately tried to backtrack. That's not what I meant. Who's Leo Aurora? I asked, my voice still quiet. He's just a friend from work. He's been so supportive through all of this. All of what? Your decision to end our 4-year relationship. You're twisting my words. She snapped. I just needed a break. Little space and you go and do all this. You're trying to control me just like he said you would, so that was it. This new guy, Leo, had been in her ear, painting me as a controlling villain. Probably so he could swoop in and wanting the thrill of a new romance without giving up the comfort and stability I provided, had concocted this let's be friends plan. She thought she could put me on a shelf, keep using my car, my apartment, my money while she test drove a new relationship. The sheer audacity of it was breathtaking. I held out my hand. The car keys. She looked from my hand to my face, her eyes filled with disbelief and rage. She actually scoffed. No, I need it. I'll ask you one More time nicely, please give me the keys to my car. She crossed her arms. And what are you going to do if I don't? Call the cops, that would be a great. Look for you, I didn't even blink, okay. I pulled out my phone, I didn't die. 911, I opened my car's official app on my phone. I located the car, it was parked right down the street, and with 3 taps I remotely locked the doors and activated the alarm. The car's horn started blaring, a piercing, relentless sound in the quiet evening. Her eyes went wide, people on the street turned to look. What did you do? She shrieked. The car is now locked and the alarm is on. It will continue until I turn it off. The next thing I can do is report. It's stolen, it's in my name, remember. They'll find you with it, and that will be a very awkward conversation for you to have. So for the last time, the keys. She stared at me, her chest heaving. The car alarm was still wailing. Down the street, defeated and utterly humiliated, she dug into her purse, her movements jerky and angry. She slammed the keys into my palm. I tapped my phone, and the alarm stopped. The sudden silence was deafening. Now, I said, my voice cold, you need to get your things. You have 48 hours to schedule time with me. After that, I'm changing the locks. She just stared at me with pure hatred. Without another word, she turned and stormed off down the sidewalk. I watched her go, then closed the door. My hands were shaking, not from fear but from adrenaline. This wasn't just a breakup anymore. This was something else entirely, and I had a feeling it was far from over. Update 2. The last week has been a masterclass in escalating entitlement and delusion. I feel like I'm a character in a movie I never auditioned for. The 48-hour deadline came and went. Ara didn't call, didn't text, just silence. So as promised, I called a locksmith and had the locks on my apartment changed. It cost me $250, but the peace of mind was priceless. I also installed a small, discreet security camera in my living room, pointing at the front door. A little voice told me it would be a good investment. That little voice was right. The day after I changed the locks, the first dirty trick happened. I got a call from my credit card company's fraud department. Apparently, someone had tried to report my card as stolen. They went through the automated system, but because some security questions were answered incorrectly, it was flagged for review. I confirmed the card was in my possession, and they added extra security notes to my account. Trick number 2 was far more serious and happened 2 days later. I got a calendar I